So this is the list of the companies that match our criteria. We have 66 companies on the table, and so what we looking in this methodology is we want to see obviously high revenue growth year over year. We want to see that companies breaking through, making records in sales. So every company in this list has had 6 consecutive quarters positive revenue growth year over year. Mean is another criteria. So we don't only want to see year over year positive values and last quarter, but we last 1.5 years we want to see at least double digits. But we have companies here, you see a minimum 13, 14, 15, and over 30 and 20%, and all of those criteria apply to book value as well. And we look for companies with at least some profits. As you can see on the table, it's over 3%, and we sort them, we rank them by the price to sales, value to mean. As we can see, first place goes to Inspira, then Lifeway, Paycom, Mercadolibre, so on and so on. And there are some of the very famous companies: Lululemon number 10 and Pinduoduo 11 and CrowdStrike. And we will have a look couple of them in more detail. And the first one would be Lululemon. So this graph is on a log scale, but we can see very stable revenue growth year over year. We're making records. If we look on the quarterly basis, every company has some kind of seasonality. We still see tons of compounded annual growth rate increase. Actually, since 2020, Lulu has been increasing its revenue increase rate, not actually declining. It has been increasing. So we see 100% of 1.5 year quarters, all-time revenue year over year percentage going up. We see this graph shows all-time compounded annual growth rate. So we see from 2020, and it has not been decreasing. It has been increasing, like we said before. Book value, we see all-time high if we talk about year over year. So it's still higher than it was 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters ago. So $5 increase, so quite a lot. So we see 100% year over year for quite a while. All-time vector increase. Book 20%, that's the $5. So even though the revenue year over year maybe not the highest, how much was it now? Last quarter 7%. We still see quite a high book value increase, and what makes it a good buy is the price to sales ratio. So at the peak during COVID, we saw over 10 times price to sales ratio, and now it is trading less than 4. And what does the mean for Lulu is 5.22, and it gives the discount of 35% from 100%. So maybe the second and the last company we're gonna look more in depth today is Mercadolibre. Why this is a good company to have a look is it's high numbers year over year, almost 33, and 1.5 year average almost 30%. So we see this stable growth, nothing too volatile, and what's a good sign is we see again the increase upwards vector since 2019. So that's quite rare to see a fast growing company actually increasing its compounded annual growth rate, and it's still staggering around 30%. So we see 100 for years now. We have not seen even a negative quarter if you're talking about year over year. So this is the confirmation that we see the increase in vector. The compounded annual growth rate was less than 40 in 2015, and they have been managed to increase it 6% until today. Book value we see all-time high, so sharp increase last 2 years, and we see this same kind of upwards vector for book value we saw in revenues. So this is last 1.5 years, and this is all time. So confirming that last 3 years we have seen all time increased book value, positive quarter year over year, all time rates increased last 3 years. These are the numbers, and the same we saw in sales. We see in book value that actually the numbers are increasing by a huge margin. So the price is now doing the all-time highs, but it is still a good buy because at the last peak, the price to sales was it topped around 15.7, and now it is a big discount if you compare to the last peak. So today the value would be 4.78, and the mean for Mercadolibre is actually 8.78 all-time historical rate, meaning we have 55% discount on Mercadolibre.